cosplaying as Walter White, driving a semi-truck, and the ancient capital Anyang. What could these three things have in common? Well, I'm not gonna tell you. You're just gonna have to keep watching, then you'll find out. Anyang is an ancient city with many hidden wonders. Let's uncover them together. First up, I had to start with Anyang's bianfen cai.
The auntie inside said something to me in Henan and I didn't understand a single word of it, but I think she was asking me if I wanted this biang, so I just said, zhong. So I guess I'll be eating this. It's kind of spicy, but it's really good. So it's kind of like a stew with vegetables, glass noodles, tofu, and then a little bit of like chili oil. That's pretty much the best way I can describe it. And the flavor is zhong. I think that's the only Henan I know. Feel free to teach me some more.
But all of a sudden, my spidey senses told me somebody was watching me.
I'm here to visit attractions, but I think I've become an attraction myself.
它是俄罗斯人，美国人真漂亮。
谢谢，不是。
我说话你听懂了吗？
听懂一点，还不太好。
I think my first impression of Anyang is that the locals here are really friendly, and they're definitely all 艺人。
讲话一点。谢谢。不用谢，不用谢。哎，听懂我说话啊，看不看到？听懂一点，可以，就是好吃。好吃吗？好吃，过来呀，谢谢。然后打来。
When I was walking down the street and saw this electrical cover, I immediately knew my next stop. Wenfeng Ta is one of Anyang's most treasured sites, or even the country's. Fun fact, this tower is the only tower in China where the top is actually wider than the bottom, which is known as an umbrella shape. And because this tower is so special, they recently banned people from going up inside to the top. And the reason that they banned people from going up is to actually protect the tower. So sadly, I can't show you that, but I can show you the view from down here. So this tower itself is over 1,000 years old. More specifically, this tower is from the year 950. It's actually a 5-story Buddhist pagoda with stories carved into its stone. And like all Buddhist pagodas, it has a lotus face. Just matching with the tree. Maybe I should have worn purple today. I didn't get the hint. And see these pretty purple flowers? These are actually called wisteria. The only reason I know that is because I watched Demon Slayer. In Demon Slayer, this was actually the flower that repelled demons. Keep watching anime and you guys might just become as knowledgeable as I am. You guys, this is the biggest bee I've ever seen in my entire life. What the heck? What is this? What's going on in Anyang? Are the citizens of this city safe? Ah! Who are you? I'm like, ah! And before I set off, I had to do one more thing. Apparently, if you walk around the pagoda 3 times clockwise and say your wishes, they will come true. For all of my followers at Sanlian, please let them live a happy life. If you aren't familiar with Anyang, let me catch you up to date. Anyang is one of the 8 ancient capitals of China and is 3,000 years old. But despite that, it only lasted for 200 years. Hey, it almost made it to being as old as America. So to learn more, I headed to Yinxu Museum. And there's English, W Museum, let's go. And this headphone is like a little nyodan. Anyang is incredibly rich in archaeological sites. One of the most common archaeological sites you can find here are the burial sites with chariots. Since your horse, chariot, and your horse's reins showed your standing in society, of course they wanted to be buried with it all so they could start their afterlife with some swag. If you guys had the chance to pick, what would you bring with you? And you won't find an advanced society without a written language, and Anyang is no exception. Anyang has many examples of what ancient Chinese looked like because of the bone carvings found. So let's take a look at some of these carvings and see what questions ancient humans had for the heavens. In these messages, many were asking for guidance, like this one that asked if they should use elephants as a sacrifice. The character for elephant looks exactly like an elephant, and if you look at the modern character, there's actually a resemblance. Besides elephants, they would sacrifice dogs, sheep, and even, get this, 500 slaves. If you look at the character for slave, it actually looks like a person working. That was kind of dark, so let's see what other kinds of messages they sent. This one is asking if seeing a rainbow means that their year will be good. The character for rainbow was so cute. These are some more ancient Chinese characters. Chinese is the oldest written language that is still in use, and because of its great preservation, many characters can actually be traced back to their ancient counterparts. This museum even had a fun matching game that I waited in line for, but someone else kind of took my turn. I think this guy might be Anyang Sheldon.
这个是鞋，
but that's just between me and you. Okay, so I just got chao suan nai, and it actually has the old characters on it. I bet that guy from earlier would know them all. I bet he'd even eat my yogurt for me too. Do you guys know what this word says? I'm passing time because it's way too frozen to eat it. Look. Brain freeze. Guys, look at that one. That one's just some dude. The heck? Bring that character back. Alright? I'd be more inclined to want to learn how to write Chinese if I could write that dude. Oh my god, guys, look! There's my guy! That's my dude! It means head. We gotta bring that one back. We gotta bring that one back. That one's too good. Have you guys seen Fengshenbang? This is the period when Fengshenbang took place, and if you've seen it, turtle shell divination might ring a bell. Look here, here's the oracle bones that they used to inscribe on. Let's see. Will the heavens find this video good enough to reach 1 million viewers? That's what I would inscribe on my oracle bone. You guys tell me, what are you asking on your oracle bone divination? I'm surprised turtles didn't go extinct in this dynasty with how many times they use this. If I lived in this era, I'd probably use like 3 turtle shells a day asking what I should be doing. I love archaeology and I've been to a lot of museums, but this is the craziest thing I think I've ever seen in a museum. No, not that. This. Speaking of crazy things, check this out. I'm in the museum right now, but look what's on the other side. A huge factory. So right across from the exit is the steel factory that we saw earlier, except you can't really see it right now because the pollution is so bad. Can't even see the sun. And this museum is kind of in a weird area. Like I said, it is literally right across from a steel factory because when they were building a lot of things here, including the steel factory, they found artifacts. And quite a few of them were actually found at the steel factory itself. And the contrast between an ancient civilization and the modern steel factory is incredibly striking. And heavy industrialization is also one of the main reasons why Anyang, at its peak, was one of the most heavily polluted cities in the entire country. And they also have this stupid white fuzz here, I got it in my eye. And that's why Green Revolution is important to Anyang's future. This is Anyang's collaboration with Dowdle, the world's first and largest low-carbon methanol plant with an annual output of 110,000 tons. Directly reducing 160,000 tons of CO2 yearly, and indirectly cutting 550,000 tons. That's the same as taking 150,000 fuel-powered cars off the road for a year. And this is actually the birthplace of the zero-carbon torch from the Hangzhou Asian Games. This methanol plant is where CO2 is captured, turned into methanol, distributed, and also used in trucks. Let's get suited up. This big, thick silver tube is capturing CO2 from that factory's waste and bringing it over to the methanol plant. These big things refine the waste. Then in here, H2 from a coal factory, CO2, and a catalyst get combined to form methanol. This is the final step. You might be thinking, Kerry, this looks a lot like a gas station. And you would be half correct. It's actually a methanol station. Trucks come here to distribute methanol all over the country. Then from there, it gets taken to pumps. This is a methanol pump. It looks really similar to a gas pump, except there's one big difference. For a gallon of methanol, it costs a little over $1 US. Meanwhile, for gas at my home, it's around 3.5 USD. And then my state is kind of cheap. In more expensive states like California, you might be paying $5 or $6 a gallon. So I would say that's a really big deal. Oh look, the truck is coming. Better watch out. That was so loud. 这么多可以跑多远？
这么多，我看大概能跑20公里。
So how does it outperform gasoline? Well, it has 40% lower carbon emissions than gasoline, but the real highlight is the methanol-powered heavy trucks. Last year, the US released a white paper, Methanol as an Alternative Form of Transportation Fuel for the US, discussing its feasibility. Maybe we'll see these stateside soon. Fun fact, my dad actually used to drive trucks for a living. And no, he doesn't drive them anymore, but he still has a CDL license. I think I'm gonna call him up and see what he thinks. Do they ever answer on the first time? Oh, you answered!
I did.
I have something cool to show you. Check this out. See this semi-truck? This truck, it runs on methanol and captures CO2. See that?
Pretty cool.
The exhaust is directly attached to this, so it catches all the emissions. It catches 99.9% of the emissions that it releases.
What's the range on it?
About 1,500 kilometers.
Wow, that's pretty decent. That's a good range.
不能是什么？
必须的。
I've never driven or ridden in a truck before, but I can say after playing Truck Driver Simulator, I think it's the same. I'll give you guys a little bit of the Truck Driver Simulator right now. Let's go. Thanks for tuning into Kerry's radio show. Coming in hot is today's fact. Europe, especially Nordic countries like Denmark, lead the charge. Maersk has ordered 100 plus dual-fueled ships, and Iceland produces e-methanol using geothermal energy. Globally, methanol is pivotal in shipping decarbonization. But folks, this work isn't just limited to Anyang. This is the Hangzhou Bay Innovation Center. It's where the catalyst is produced. And it kind of reminds me of something.
Say my name.
Basically, to give you a quick rundown because the English in this video has been really technical, all of this sciencey stuff done by super smart people produces this. The catalyst that is combined with H2 and CO2 to create a completely green methanol. And now, if anyone ever asks you why you're on BDBD so much, you can just tell them you're learning English and science at the same time. After seeing these two sides of Anyang, it made me realize a millennium ago people prayed to the heavens for good weather. But today we harness technology to turn waste into resources. We're still answering that ancient call, negotiating with nature using the best tools of our time. I hope this video helped you learn more about the past, the present, and the future of Anyang. Thank you, Jili, for inviting me to the Anyang and Hangzhou one to experience Jili's methanol transport station and vehicle capture, and the methanol circulation ecological chain. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!